Hi, I'm Jessica LeBombard from Wildwoods. So Wildwoods, we have been around in one form or another since 2006, and Wildwoods started in somebody's basement, but we now have about 5 acres up on Arrowhead Road, just sort of by the airport. And what we do is we work with orphaned and injured wildlife, with the goal of either raising the orphaned animals or rehabbing the injured wildlife so that we can eventually release them back into the wild. In any given year, we take in between 1,000 and 1,200 animals. Probably half of those are orphans, and more than 50% are actually bird species. So we bring in about 130 different species of animals a year, so it's quite a wide variety of animals that we work with. Summer is definitely our busiest time of the year, from probably the start of May through sometimes mid-September, and that's because we have baby animals. So we've got all types of animals right now at Wildwoods. We have a variety of different nestlings. We have robins, chipping sparrows, starlings, and so many others that I can't think of right now. And we have a bunch of baby mammals too. We have ground squirrels, we have eastern greys, we have chipmunks, we have just a wide variety of animals. I think we have about 30 different species at Wildwoods right now. And so the summer months are by far our busiest months. We try to mimic an animal's natural diet. So we spend a lot of money making sure the animals get insects for the nestlings, worms for the robins, and then all of the mammals too. We give them a diet that they would have in nature. And we also do species appropriate housing. And so it's species and age appropriate, which means we have separate rooms for the different species of animals, and we have to start their housing as babies, and then as they grow, our housing, we have to adapt to their changing needs. So they might start off in one specific setup, and then they'll graduate through about 3 or 4 setups before they finally move outside to our outdoor enclosure area. And that's where they do all of the pre-release conditioning. They have more space, they exercise their muscles, they learn how to fly, we teach the animals how to forage and stuff like that. So for every step along the way, a lot of our money also goes into making sure that the housing is appropriate for them. So when we think about July and what our needs are in July, it's basically for food and housing for the animals that are in our care. During this baby season, we'll have several hundred animals that pass through Wildwoods, and the majority of the orphan babies are raised and released. When we get injured adults that we don't have the capacity to deal with, we provide emergency care and triage for those animals, and we coordinate with the Raptor Center in St. Paul and the Wildlife Rehab Center in the Twin Cities. We work with their vets, we do the initial exam, and we work with them on what the next step for the animal should be. And in many cases, we'll keep the animal for 24 to 48 hours, and then we'll transfer the animal to one of those facilities for more advanced care. So we rely on community support. About 70% of our funding comes from individuals. We don't have any state or federal funding, so the community of Duluth is super important to everything that we do. And so, we thank Whole Foods Co-op for giving us this month. It's the timing is impeccable. It's when we really need funds. So we thank everybody for all of your support and your contributions to Wildwoods.